guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alitzys. I'm here with my sister.
I'm Mama Sis on YouTube if you want to look me up.
And she is visiting us from Oregon. Show you guys our food before we start. We're at the dog park, which is why you see nature. I got some Chinese food. I got 4 veggie egg rolls. Yum. Let me show you guys. Yum. And then my sister got, what'd you get?
I got cosplays. The basic cheeseburger with fries.
Okay.
I can't take it out because it's a mess enough. MUCKBANG. I know fries.
And a french fry.
Oh,
Also, my niece is here with us. She's eating Subway.
It was in the store and I had to go belly.
Okay.
The
Well.
bugs. Is there? You know, someone once told me that if there's a hummingbird like nearby, that means like someone's getting infected. Like around you, hovering around you. Like somebody, either you or someone in your family or someone you know, is gonna get pregnant.
Mom?
Why does the ones with the red face looks like have
Chicken?
have chicken, like have rooster and have duck?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, such a explosion. Oh, turn in his face.
Mm. What are the pros and cons about living here versus living in Oregon? Pros and cons.
Because that's a good one. The cons would have to be everything's far out, like spread out. Like, the only thing you can find would be closest to the busiest area in Oregon. In Oregon, everything's spread out. Everything is near the busiest areas, obviously, where people work, where people shop, where people need to do their grocery shopping or their errands, basically. The cons of living here in California. It is crowded. It is dirty. It is loud. It is chaotic. It is basically like the society portion of things. It's really bad.
I agree.
Like sometimes it is good. The majority is bad. Like the crime, the way people drive, the long wait, the crowdness of things, the expensive.
Like population.
On population is insane. Another con for Oregon, very dry weather. Very dry weather. So you constantly feeling like you need a put lotion.
Maybe because it's like cold. Or like cold there.
Cold air coming from the mountains and all that stuff.
You guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically the cons. They're my top cons, basically.
Here are the egg rolls.
Well, the pros of living in Oregon is it's calm, it's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's the perfect place to raise children. There's still like bad people over there, obviously, but not too bad to the point that you'll be afraid to get out of the house.
To the point where like your kids can play out.
To the point you can leave your, I don't know, your $1,000 car seat outside, and no one will take it. It'll be still there, just collecting dust until you move it. That's the pro about it. I like that part. Too, the places that you live in Oregon, they have either a laundry room mat or in-unit laundry stations. You know?
I mean, they have that here too, but
Not a lot.
I feel
Not
like
that
it's really
good.
expensive. Yeah, and they're not that good sometimes. Most of the time.
The ones over there are really good. Another pro for living in Oregon, vacation time. Like how I'm able to be here right now. is because of my vacation hours. So that's like by law. Any place you go.
Really? Like you have to have vacation hours? Oh. Interesting.
You get paid vacation time. I know, I learned that. I was like, what?
So you get paid right now?
Hmm?
Oh wow.
Not as much, but
Yeah, but you still get
obviously
something.
you can always do overtime when you're
Because
working.
you're
Yeah, but you can still what's it called? But you're still getting something. Oh really?
And everyone's pretty nice. Like all the white people and there's mostly white people. And then there's some African American people. And then the other half is Mexicans. And then there's a little bit of Asians. A pro about living in California would have to be how easy you can get things. Mostly. Like, you can go down the street, get something to eat, come back. Or you can go down the street, do your laundry, and come back. The fact that it's always like good weather to do stuff, like for planting and stuff. And the beach. Oh, yeah, the beach.
Is there beaches over there?
You gotta get far though.
So my sister has just gave birth to her first baby ever. Wow. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. So how is that like? How do you like being a mother so far?
So far, I'm enjoying it. I feel fulfilled. I keep saying that because I feel honestly fulfilled. I feel like I'm fulfilled now because I'm doing it.
Interesting.
In some ways, is that I've always wanted to have kids ever since Sandra came into our lives. I was like, oh my goodness, I will make a great mom.
For
And
preference? Sorry.
everybody would tell me, you're gonna make a great mom. You're gonna make a great mom.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I am a great mom because that's what I keep saying. That's what I keep hearing. But I honestly don't feel like a great mom. I just feel like I'm doing it right.
Whoa.
Deep.
Yeah, but that's good because I actually wanted to get deep. Okay. So.
More than a fly.
I know that happened to me. Oh, look at the hummingbird.
when you first had Celine, how did you feel?
I was under meds because I had a C-section with her. I had a C-section because her heart rate was not responding to when I was pushing. So they got nervous to the point that it would be safer to get a C-section. So I'm like, okay, just do it. So we have to save my baby.
How was that own experience within itself?
That was an experience, an unexpected experience because I was hoping that I'd get to push. And I was hoping not to get anesthesia, but when you're there, you're like, I don't want it. I can't. And the good thing I decided on it before I hit 9 centimeters, because by 8 centimeters, you're like, okay, this is your final call. Do you want anesthesia, yes or no? And I was like, yes, get me the anesthesia. And they did it, and I was like, oh, I can relax now. It's been hours, and I'm like, I want to relax, obviously. And
Like, Mom, how could you?
yeah, my birthing process was unexpected, but it wasn't difficult. It wasn't like I was gonna cry my eyes out the next day. I was hoping for the best. I knew God is with me, and I was like, okay, we can do this. She's gonna be healthy. She's gonna be strong. She can do this. I can do this. The only person that was like a little bit iffy about things was Abraham, because he hates needles. He's afraid of needles.
Abraham's her husband. For preference, people might not know.
And sorry, I still need
That's okay.
still need to answer Cassie's
Continue.
question.
Go, Cassie. What was? Oh,
No,
yeah.
okay.
Go.
So when I was holding, it wasn't when she came out. I didn't get to hold her at all.
Why?
Because I was under medication to where I was I was kind of numb, like I couldn't feel my body, like I had no control over my body. All I could really control was my head. And
Hi, Zavine.
so Abraham had to hold her. He was the first one to hold her. And then he did, he was with her for the longest time doing skin to skin. And I was shaking. When they were rolling me out of the surgical room, I was shaking. I mean shaking. Like, Abraham to the point asked the nurse, is she supposed to be shaking this much? And they were like, yeah, it's because all the medication she's under. And they're like, yeah, it's a side effect. So yeah, that's totally normal. And I was like, oh my goodness, it does not feel normal. I feel like I was on, like, I felt like my body was literally an earthquake right there. I was like, head to the no-no. It was so scary. I couldn't hold Celine because I didn't trust myself. Because they did ask, do you want to hold the baby? I was like, no, I don't trust myself right now. I'm shaking
Like bad.
Like really bad, like a 9.1 earthquake going on.
Oh wow.
So I was like, no, I don't want to
scary.
hold her until the medicine wears off. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna take a couple hours. So I was like, okay, that's totally fine. But your baby needs to eat. And I was like, then give her something that you have like spared, because they did ask us if I want to try feeding, or should they give her the colostrum that comes out of the breast milk for first 4 months or first time when you get baby. That is
What is that?
It's like just how like antibiotics and vitamins for babies, like their first milk sort of thing. It's very good for them. Somehow they have that in stock. And also breast milk. And breast milk is like transportable. Like other babies can have it like a different month's breast milk. It's not like breast milk is like gold milk for anybody really, because
It is golden, but
Oh, that's fine.
it's filled
no, like
filled with a lot of antibiotics,
That's fine.
minerals, and vitamins, especially if that woman is like eating healthy, like vegetables and stuff. But when I
so
wanted
did
to
she
take
get like she didn't get someone else's milk, right? Or did she get it? Really?
I had to thaw out some milk for her to eat because she needed to eat.
Whoa. I personally would not be able to do that.
Really?
Yeah, like if I ever have a kid, like I can't like
Get a stranger's milk.
yes, get a stranger's milk. I don't know. Well, also because I believe in like energy and stuff like that. So like my baby getting another mom's like energy through, especially like knowing how powerful women are and like through our breast is like a whole different energy transaction. So but that's so interesting. Whoa.
So when I hold her, I'm like to hold her. I'm like, oh my goodness, small. She's so light. Well, not small like short small, small like bony small. And she was kind of bony.
She only gave me one sriracha bread.
Right. But she was pretty long. I think she was like 20 inches long. Yeah, and now she's 2 feet. And
Big baby.
she's 2 feet at 1.5 inches. So there's that. When I got to hold her, I was like, oh goodness, I felt like a sign of relief. I was, I did it. She's here. I could get to the good part. I mean, the pregnancy journey itself was
I just called her.
pretty full.
I called her. She said, "Oh, Abraham." I said, "Oh, how's Celine?" And she said, "Oh yeah, she's holding. She's with her dad. Skin to skin." I was like, "Oh, it's so precious." And I told my mom. She almost started crying.
I know that day was crazy.
I was crying too.
I mean, how can you forget something a day like that?
And I begged her to get pregnant. I begged her.
I never cried for Karen, like for any of her babies.
Yeah, me neither. I think I may have cried for Cassie though.
Really?
Yeah. When I was holding Cassie, I was like, I will keep you safe because I know your mom. So I'm going to keep you safe. Don't worry. I was like, I'm with you, but I'm going to keep you safe.
Yeah.
Okay, if you need it,
She
you can
did
come
keep me
to me.
safe, and then she left, and then that's when I started like, I started getting emotional now, and then at school, and I started getting bad at school, and then I got good at school, because now like I'm doing a little bit better.
The day I left, we were flying.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave either, but your mom
You
had
have
to step
to.
up.
You have to choose yourself.
We're not here and I still have to catch myself.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be here, and I am. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's the earliest memory that you have of our childhood? Yeah, because personally, like I have memories of my childhood, but not like a lot. And you know that happens when like you experience a lot of like trauma and stuff like that. You don't remember a lot of your childhood, so I want to know what yours is. Or is it like the same for you, or no? Or do you remember a lot? Because she's 4 years older than me, so.
I think I do remember. I know my earliest memory of our childhood is in Mexico. Because my pueblo is like, we were. I watched a lot of TV growing up. So the earliest memory I have is me watching Ami.
Oh my god,
Ami,
yeah. Ami, la niña de la mochila azul. I remember the witch would always scare me, you know, when you hit the thunder and she was like, wow.
That's my earliest memory. Watching that show.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
And then we were going to the water and we were like, I'm a mermaid.
I would love to see that.
Because that show, she was a mermaid, huh?
Yeah.
And she was like undercover mermaid.
Yeah. She was like a Little Mermaid, but TV show in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I have one.
I love
what's
her
your
sound. I remember dressing
No,
up like her.
literally, everyone wanted to be her. Like, if you knew her, like, everyone was like, you had to wear your hat, you had to wear your blue backpack, yeah, your sweater. And with the braids in the hair, too. Okay, what was your question, Cassie?
So, when you first moved out and out of the house, how did you feel?
Good question.
Oh, so many emotions.
How did you feel?
So many emotions. I was
Also,
sad that I was
sorry.
leaving you guys. Sorry.
I want to give about a little backstory before you start that.
Okay.
Our household growing up has always been really, really toxic to the point where like suicidal ideations came in and stuff like that. For like background preference, I'm not gonna get too into it, but go ahead, continue. How was it like when you first moved out?
Let me just explain. Like basically living there was heavy thinking, you know, heavy childhood. And when I grew up and moved out, that's what I did.
Literally.
So when I was moving out, I felt I had so many emotions. I was happy I was moving out. That was my first one. As I was packing, I was like, oh, I am so glad to get out of here. This time my new life. See organs. Be with people that don't fight every day.
You want to carry her? I'm full. I literally devoured everything. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
The first emotion was happy. As I was packing, I was like, oh my goodness, I am happy. And then I was nervous. I'm like, this is new. I always hated moving. When growing up and we were moved to a new apartment.
How many times did you move in your childhood? Sorry, I'm like asking another question.
Yeah. But I answered this and then I'll answer this. So then I was nervous. I was thinking all this, like I have to meet people, I have to get a job now. Or like once I get there, I have to get a job. And I had to learn how to get along with his family and stuff. And then living with a boy for the first time too.
We're all girls.
I know. So then I was like nervous. I was like, oh, this is new, this is strange. And I don't know, but
it's a huge
I think
change.
I can. I was like, I don't know, but I think I have to. Like, I want to. I want to get out of here. So that really gave me the push. And then I was sad because then at the moment that they were saying, oh, we're on your way to your house. That felt like that was like hit me, that
like
realization
that
I'm leaving you.
I'm gonna cry.
And I realized that I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. I'm leaving. And then I saw you, and then I saw Cassie, and I just stared. I don't know if this actually happened or I'm like just dreaming about it. That I stared into your eyes for like a good while.
Did. Yeah, and then you were like, I'm leaving. and I was like, you are? And then I don't know, I guess it like, for me, like it hit me, like I knew you were leaving, but like, not that it didn't affect me, but at the same time, like it didn't affect me. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I don't really have a lot of memories of you being like there, or like us like sharing like a connection. You know what I mean?
Really, I had a lot.
Really? I feel like I don't really have a lot. So I felt like we were close.
Because we were
like-
like hanging out with your friends mostly. Because I have a lot. I remember from elementary.
Yeah.
Like when you were crying,
And-
you were to school for not doing your homework.
Yeah. But that's like out of trauma. But like, yeah, like most of my memories are like all traumatic. So that's why I was like,
Yeah, I hit you the worst.
yeah. I feel like that. So, and not that like in my childhood, I actually wrote this down on my journal. I was like, I don't really remember a lot of you being like present in the moment, even though you were, like I knew you were there, but like I never like, we never like created that connection where it's like, oh, this is my sister, you know what I mean? Until now, I feel like we're more like communicating, you know? So yeah, it was like, for me, it like affected me, but at the same time, it like didn't.
No, I realize now. With Cassie, I wanted to, but you were crying. You were
Yeah,
holding on
Cassie
to
was
me.
crying.
You were holding on to me crying. And then I was like, look at me, Cassie, look at me. And I kept trying to move your head to look at me, and you didn't want to. You were still crying. You had your eyes closed and crying. And then I tried to calm you down, but it didn't work. You were still
Yeah.
crying. And when she started crying, I wanted to cry, but I didn't. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to go, Cassie. I'm like, but it's already here. I already tried it. I'm already here. Like, it's already planned out. Like, I have to try. And then Karen also has to step up. Like, she has to step up. She can't be acting like this until she's like, she's gonna be one of those lonely, grumpy people. And she does. So, I'm like, Karen, you have to step up. And I knew with Cassie, since she was getting older, she'll have phones to me, she can talk to me, she can call me. And then she is getting older, so she's to the point that she can travel by herself. So, and then I also just told her, I'm gonna come and visit. And here I am visiting every 6 months.
Yeah, you do visit often, which is really good.
When I was on the drive there, I want to say it is though, because I remember it that way.
You what?
I remember Abraham's parents saying, are you sure you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. And then he got married.
You got married that same night. I mean, that same day.
Yeah, you like
That weekend.
You like called me like, oh, I just got married to Abraham. And we're like,
What?
what? We got married at 16, and you didn't even invite us?
Oh,
19.
she married at
19? Oh,
19.
I thought she married at 16.
No, girl.
I first looked at that and
I was
your
living the
video.
best life at 16. No, I'm married at 19. But yeah, I think on that weekend, I got married. And I remember their parents just saying, are you ready to do this? I'm making sure you want to do this. I'm like, yeah, I think I am.
I think I am.
I think I am. I know I am. And I got married.
Whoa.
And then, then we went to his grandma's house to go celebrate. And it was just like eating, and we spent the day just listening to his uncle's stories. They were pretty funny, honestly. It was like a comedian show. I felt like a comedian show with dinner, like a dinner to show sort of thing.
Aww.
That was so fun. And then we left, and once we got to Oregon, and I saw the room, how Abraham had it, and like this looks like a boys' room, like a straight up boys' room, which it was.
Yeah.
And then I got there, everything changed, and then married life, bang. Yeah.
You like the videos?
Yeah.
And at the time, I was still like, I was dealing with my own stuff. And a lot of what I was dealing with, I wouldn't talk to anyone. I'm literally gonna cry. I wouldn't talk to anyone, and I feel like I would always take it out on Cassie or on the kids because of the same thing that Karen doesn't step up. This is a safe space.
This is a safe space, right? So, and then like a year later, I never told you guys this, but when I was at when I was at school, this was
Oh, she said, yeah, it happened.
I said 1 week ago when Susan was about to come. I told my friend like, oh, when my family was looking over, my dad said if I don't get my test right, if I don't have a test, then like I would go with her and go visit. And that time, it struck me. Like I was sad. I went in the restroom. I was in the restroom crying for like 15 minutes.
This happened like this week, like the weekend right now.
Yeah.
And the one that's at the house right now, just so you know.
And And when I got out, like Susan, when I got out, I was just waiting for my parents to leave, and then I see Kevin sleeping, so I'm like, okay, good, he's sleeping. I don't have to deal with him, and Grandma's just like upstairs right now. So and then when I go to school the next day, I told my friend, I'm like, oh, like if I don't make my test, then like I'm not gonna hang out with one of my family members I like to see her. She always comes every year. Remember my friend said, oh, you know what helps you? Because that you really like is when you were a kid and you used to do cartwheels. So we're still doing cartwheels right now. And my stomach is shaking. And she's helping me with my problems now. That's good.
No.
And then I told Titi about it, but I didn't tell her the whole story. So I was all nervous and scared. And yeah. I didn't tell you this because I was nervous. At the same time, like, oh my god, like something, like everything's happening. Like I'm almost about to get glasses, like Suzo. I can't see the board because I'm literally in the back, and the board's like literally in the front. I couldn't see, and yeah. So I was all stressed out.
So it's affected you a lot. Any questions for me?
Yeah, how did you feel knowing that you weren't gonna be able to see that anymore?
Whoa.
Oh, me and Suzo cried. Me and Dizzy cried bad. We started hugging each other like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because you were able to say goodbye, I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't there.
Oh yeah.
I had it planned for April because that was originally planned. So I had it all set up for April, and then this did come. Oh, actually, I'm not even in March or February. No, March. It was all around my birthday. Because he told me around that time. I'm like, why would you tell me this?
And with Lily.
Yeah. And I was like, wow.
I think me Dizzy cried the most. My mom saw like.
Yeah. I mean, the question was, how did I feel knowing that I could never see my dad again? Well, at the moment, I literally felt like if like, oh, this is really deep, but I literally felt like if he was like passing away. And I think because I like allowed myself to have that mindset because I know that that's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like him being over there, him being over there, and even like going over there, like the travel over there is like really dangerous. And knowing that he's not like old, but like he's not as young to be able to fully defend himself. That's like, it was really scary and really sad. Especially because I had talked to him about like suicidal ideations and all of that already, and I had opened up to him about like the living situation and all of that. So like I was like, I after like not opening up to anyone for so long, like I started talking to him more and stuff like that, and I got closer to him because I was talking to him about stuff like that, about like mental health. And then he actually told me that he experienced the similar things when he was younger, and during like what happened between him and mom, and like the whole divorce and all that. and yeah, that he actually felt like suicidal and stuff like that. And he told me that, and I was like, whoa. And it felt really, I kind of like I allowed myself to cry, and I think that's something that really helped.
Right.
Because I wasn't holding it in, you know, because I wasn't like trying to play tough or anything like that anymore. Like I was just like over it, and like over the idea of thinking that I had to be strong like 24/7. But yeah, I kind of put the idea in my head that I'm allowing myself to like grieve the process of this, because I know that at any moment he can pass away.
Right.
And I don't want to hold that in.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
with everything else that already happens, you know.
You know, I did the same thing because it's really bad over there. I don't think you remember much, but I do. And it was horrible. Every time I had to leave the house to go to the store to get a chocolate, like those little chocolate balls, they're like, you have to go with your sister. And I was like, God, she beats me.
Wait, me?
No,
Or
Karen.
Oh.
No.
She's talking. Oh,
Either
you're talking
that
about
or the
Mexico.
neighbor. Yeah, either that or the neighbors. Because we got along with the neighbors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since they had kids, we were kids. So we got along with the neighbors.
It felt really sad, and it literally felt like if he was dying, because I think along with that too, along with him actually leaving and me knowing that it was the last day that I was like gonna be able to like hug him or see him, I also allowed myself to cry about like everything that has happened in the household. You know what I mean? Yes.
When grandpa was gonna leave, I felt like, oh, not another one. And now Suzu's left. I'm like, oh wait, not another one. Like he's gone, and like Suzu's gone. And grandpa's gone now. He's not gone, but he's like in Mexico. And then like there's like two family members that's already left, and then like when
Oh, we were literally right here.
and then it went, and then when Suzu told me that, oh, he was pregnant, when she was pregnant. Like, oh yes.
And I mean, I guess I'm happy that I was able to say bye, like fully. And I also wrote him a letter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why, but letters are like.
I know, I write letters to Cassie.
I always write letters.
I was gonna write your letters, and then like I think my mom threw it away, and I don't know what's on it. I think she has it upstairs, hiding it from me.
¿Me bajas la pata?
But yeah, I felt, I don't know, I guess overall it's like, it sucked at the moment, but also I feel like it was something that needed to happen, honestly. So yeah, I wouldn't change it. It sucks, but I wouldn't change it at all, because I feel like now that he left, it's like we've gotten more closer, or at least I feel like I have, more than like we were before, you know. Like before, like it was not that I didn't want to see him, but it was more of like it felt more of like a chore.
Right. Yeah,
you know?
it was literally because of shared custody.
Yeah, it felt more like of a chore instead of like something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I know that like I can text him whenever I want, you know. So yeah, and then like later on, like my mom telling me that all that, and like me finding that out that he's not my actual like blood dad was more like, what the fuck? What's wrong? What's wrong, Din?
Why would you want to do that?
Hi, pretty girls. Hi, pretty girls.
How do you feel like being the oldest and the fourth kid?
Bad.
That's the worst.
I
You have
do
it worse.
chores. I clean up their toys. I do their laundry. I do their laundry. I do their I have to wash their blankets even though I didn't like dirty them or wet them. And also I have to do like my laundry and their laundry. Then I have to, and I have to pick up the trash, which is all the way literally far back. So it just sucks.
Okay, they give you the trash duty?
Yeah.
Trash duty. I think they give me every duty.
How do you feel like your confidence has grown, developed over the years, within like junior high to high school to now?
Honestly,
How are you and like where are you at?
I feel like it's spiked, honestly. Because remember in elementary, I would not talk. All I wanted to be is with you because you would Spanish with me sometimes.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
And I would always wait for you. I'm like, waiting for my sister.
Waiting for my sister.
Or is she gonna be here? So elementary, I was very shy because this one dude, I remember him. This one dude who would bully me about my accent because you know how I was learning English. So he would bully me about my accent, and I got so sad and depressed, basically, to the point that I stopped talking. That's why I flunked the grade, because I wouldn't speak. And once I passed that grade that I shared with them, I was able to feel a little confidence because I know I was going to feel every day. And I was going to ELD, and the teacher was really nice, remember? And I
Miss Hadagi?
Yeah. I just loved her, and that's where I wanted to be every day.
Yeah, I love her too.
And once elementary passed and got to middle school, that's when I learned how to try to find friends, which I did. I was able to find a friend. It wasn't the greatest friend, but at least it was one. So I don't have to wait for you, you know? And then after her, she was like the opposite of me.
Oh,
who is
Dad.
She got friends to know her, to know me, so like she introduced me to some people, which I'm glad, by these helps. And I got to know them, but I wasn't like friends. I was just like people I was talking home with. Like, we don't share secrets or anything.
Yeah.
So, and that was like building up a little bit, but I still wouldn't talk to them. Just hang out, like, oh, I know them. He's in like my one class.
Like I know them. Yeah.
Yeah. I just know their name. And it wasn't until the end of middle school, near like that summer between middle school to high school, that summer is where I really got out of my shell, basically, because the friend that I had first, she was with rumors. She was telling rumors about me. And I was like, I'm not gonna take this. So
this happened in high school, right?
Yeah, this happened like my
freshman year of high school. Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna
and take this.
Yeah, because she's annoying. She likes to lie. She likes to get attention. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna take this. So when I kept hearing the lie, and I heard it all day. By the end of the day, if I'm like, one more person comes up to me, I'm gonna go find her. So it did. Like at the end of the day, I was walking to like at the bus stop and stuff, and then my friend comes up to me saying, "I didn't finish the fourth person that told me today." So I'm like, "Where is Michelle?" I seriously said it out loud. Like, where is Michelle? I met up with her, and the first thing I did was like, "Why are you telling people they lie? Why are you telling women about me?" Like all this stuff, all this nonsense. What are you telling me? That is true. Like, no, it's not. You know me. You have known me for like middle school. Why would you think I'm like? And I think after that, my confidence grew like drastically to the point that I don't need her. So, but I can make friends for myself now. And so much that I was helping this girl in ACES because I was volunteering there. It grew so much to the point that I noticed this little quiet shy girl, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was like that. So I should go talk to her, and I did. And then I helped her boost her confidence. She made friends in high school.
Period. Okay.
And I was like, check off my bucket list.
Mhm.
And when I saw her in high school, because I think it was my senior year, her freshman year, she's like, hi, you remember me? And I was like, yeah, I remember you. Hi, Ingrid. I remember her name and
Oh,
everything.
I think I remember her.
And she was like,
She was funny.
She was funny. She can draw, dude. She can animate.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, and I was like,
Mhm.
anyways. So she's like, oh, you remember? I'm like, yeah, of course I remember you. How you doing? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just here. I'm here too. I like just learning the place. I'm like, oh, do you have any questions? Can you let me help? And I was like, yeah, but can you just let me? Like, oh, I'm just, well, I think she said no. But pretty much right after then. Right after in high school. In high school, I was like, oh, I know. They would know me. But at the same time, I was still wanting to be by myself because of the drama.
Like you lost kind of trust, kind of.
Yeah, my trust kind of declined a bit, but my confidence grew to the point that like I found a boyfriend, I got married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like because now as a mom, is
oh yeah, like as a mom and
Yeah, 'cause
before you were a mom.
because if I wasn't a mom, my confidence would still be like, hey, whatever. But I will be like, yeah, talk to me, but not for that long. As a mom now, I'm like, yeah, keep talking to me. In a conversation, please. All I have is a toddler. Or a
All I
baby.
have is a baby.
All I have is a baby to talk to. Because at the pediatrician office, we chatted up. Yeah, we chatted up. With strangers at work, we chatted up for like at least 5 seconds. But we do. Like now, I can like make conversations with strangers.
Oh.
You know.
Oh wow.
Which you know, remember, you would always have to translate when we go out with Dad. I didn't want to.
Well, anyways, that concludes this mukbang slash kind of like getting to know us type thing a little bit. Yeah, my sister's gonna be here for on what day?
Until Sunday, May 8th.
Until Sunday. So might film a little bit more videos. We are going to the aquarium, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna film that actually.
Look right here with this.
And yeah, anyways, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. I give thanks for you and thanks for listening to us talk about trauma and childhood
And life.